It's been an enduring challenge for the ACT government, ending Canberra's love affair with the car. Despite its best efforts, public transport continues to run a distant second. Now the government is looking to the future, flagging a vastly expanded public transport network.
It's certainly not the first plan. The Action bus network was revamped just a year ago. But 87% of Canberrans still choose the car to get them from A to B. Now there's a new plan with some lofty ambitions.
We need to move from about 7% of work trips being on public transport, which is where you are today, up to about 16%.
He helped solve Brisbane's transport woes. Now Jarrett Walker has unveiled his vision for Canberra, albeit a long-term one. His Sustainable Transport Action Plan, prepared for the government, looks 22 years into the future, increasing services by 88% by 2031.
It is absolutely possible. We've got a solid framework in the design of the city.
The government calls it a new way of thinking. For the first time, transport routes would be linked to land use planning and help guide future development. It's identified suburbs for potential higher density housing, aimed at supporting a more frequent public transport service.
You may not want this service in your suburb. And in particular, if you don't want any more growth in your suburb, you probably do not want the frequent network.
In the outer suburbs, though, services would likely become less frequent.
I think the outer suburbs have been left out again, and we've seen that over many, many years.
It's a grand plan, but it doesn't address the funding issue, despite flagging the need for new infrastructure, including 5 new bus interchanges. The Greens say it's time for the government to prioritise.
We did have a previous sustainable transport plan, didn't really achieve much.
The transport plan is now open to public consultation. It'll be finalised before next year's budget. Nada Gilmore, ABC News, Canberra.